afternoon, Year 1, and welcome to the second day in Maths. Today you're going to need a whiteboard and whiteboard pen or pen and paper. You're going to need a number track, which you'll see on the fourth slide, and grown-ups you can make this quite easily. And you're going to need a dice for our starter. So once you've got that all ready, start the video and we'll get going. Okay, so this is the same game as yesterday. What you're going to do is you're going to roll the dice and you're going to count on from that number. Now, if you're confident, you can have a go at counting to 30. If you're not quite sure, and this is actually what we're aiming for you to be able to do, you can count up to 20. And if you're just starting out, then have a go at counting to 10. What you need to do is work with another person in your family, and you count one number, they count the next. And the person who wins each time reaches the target number first. And you can play this as many times as you want. And grown-ups try to build on so that your children are confident to 20. Okay, so for example, I'm just going to click on the dice to show you what happens. So, it's landed on 1, and our target today is going to be 10. So, you would say 1, your partner would say 2, you would say 3, your partner would say 4, you would say 5, your partner would say 6, you would say 7, your partner would say 8, you would say 9, and your partner would say 10. And this means this time your partner wins. So hopefully that's clear. And when you're ready, grown-ups, start the video again and we can continue with the main part of the lesson. Okay, so today we're going to be counting a series of different items. So to start with, I've got a few questions to get you going. My first question is, are there 3 apples? So pause the video each time, and then when you're ready, answer the question. So, well done, there are 3 apples. Are there 3 strawberries? And again, pause the video. That's right, there aren't 3 strawberries, there are in fact 4 strawberries. Are there 6 bananas? And again, start the video when you're ready. That's right, there aren't 6 bananas. Okay, here's a trickier question. How many apples and strawberries are there all together? Start the video again when you're ready. That's right, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and one last question. How many strawberries and bananas are there? So that's right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, brilliant. So each time you need to be using fingers to count these objects. And now we can have a quick look at how we can use our number track to help us. Right, now what we can do, and grown-ups, you could just put a little cube or anything over these. If we wanted to find out how many frogs there are, we could do it this way. So, rather than just counting them, we're going to try to get some kind of correspondence now. So we would move a counter on top of each of the frogs. 1. And then, using the number track that your grown-ups made you, you'd move the counters down onto here. So, rather than having to count the frogs now, we can look along the number line and we see that the answer is 4. And then what you could do if you wanted to is you could write the answer here. And then if we wanted to see how many fishes there are, we could do the same. Cover the fishes with a counter or a cube or anything in your house. Even coins would do for this, grown-ups. And then move them onto your grid. Sorry, and take the third one from here, and then count how many there are, and you can see it's 3. Okay, so hopefully that's clear. That's how you would use that. And your challenges are, your tasks look like this. So, if you're not 100% confident with this, or if this is new learning, or if you just want to practice, have a go at this sheet here and try to find out how many frogs there are, fish, birds, dragonflies, and find out how many frogs and fish together, birds and dragonflies together, and birds and fish together. If you're more confident and if you want a bit of a writing challenge, you could have a go at this much more complicated picture. And what you need to do is you need to use this sentence each time to describe how many there are of each object. So that is today's task. And grown-ups, there is a plenary to finish with. So if you want to pause the video now, and then when you're finished going through this, we will have a go at the plenary. And I'm absolutely certain you'll be able to mark this yourselves without my help. Okay? So pause the video now, and when you're ready, we'll have a go at the final part of today's lesson. Okay, so to finish with, I want you to have a think about what sort of questions you could ask about these objects. Here's an example. One question could be, how many red shapes are there? You have a go at making up your own questions and have a think about how you might organise the sheet to make it easier. So for example, if you were doing how many red objects, you might want to move them around. So you'd end up with all the red objects next to one another, and then you could count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So grown-ups, you might want to just make something that resembles this, but otherwise you could just have a go at coming up with a couple of questions, and this is just a final quick lesson. Quick recap of what we've learned and a chance to prepare your child for what's coming tomorrow. Okay, year one, that's the end of today's lesson. You've been brilliant.